Good morning, and I am Kartikeya Sharma, and welcome to our continuous coverage of the elections, the counting, and the fate of both the government and the opposition. High stakes today. For opposition, it is a matter of revival. For Modi, it's a matter of stakes. For opposition, it is a matter of leadership. Third consecutive defeat if Congress loses. For Prime Minister, he will equal a record, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. For federal structure, are we going to go back to 40s and 50s? One big party and small regional parties? Or we are going to go back to a system where we had two important political parties and regional parties aligned to them, which sustained itself for 24 years, from 1998 till 2014. So there are a lot of ifs and buts. In studio, I'm joined by Jayanto Bhattacharya, senior journalist, input editor of News 9 Live, Brijesh Pandey. I'm also joined by my colleague Kabir Naqvi, who will take me through the data. I'll also be joined by Deepak Bhadana from Congress office, Nivritri Mohan from Bharatiya Janata Party's headquarters, and Avijit Ghoshal from Kolkata. But to open up the debate, Jayanto, are you going to hedge your bet?
I would prefer not to.
Why?
But
you have been the most diplomatic guest, you know.
Yeah, indeed. But if you really want to me to put my neck out, I would say the NDA altogether something around 315, 20.
Okay. That's a conservative estimate.
That indeed
That's
is.
a conservative estimate.
But don't forget.
You're saying NDA 320, which means that you are saying BJP is below 300.
Below 300.
I mean, say, but
just
you see,
roundabouts.
But you know, Brijesh, sometimes I feel that, you know, it was sort of a strategy by Bharatiya Janata Party when they said, "Ab ki baar 400 par hai," and the entire opposition said, "We will stop them at 400," and they forgot that the simple majority is at 272, and they'll perhaps come home with 290, and really doesn't make a difference.
Well, I think, it was a psyop. I mean, nothing but everybody knew right from Prime Minister Narendra Modi downwards that, that there's no way you are going to win 370 seats. There are catchment areas and that will be like super over exploitation of the catchment area. That was not going to happen. BJP already is at the apogee in most of North Indian states. And I would also not say that, opposition fell for it. Yeah, I mean, they were very successful in running the narrative. The opposition is trying its level best. I think, it would have been better if the Congress party, being the other national party right now, would have gone for a better, more aggressive pitch rather than reacting to the BJP's ploys and all. That would have made the contest all the more interesting. Back of the envelope, Rahul Gandhi not contesting from Amethi and Priyanka not contesting from Raebareli was also not a good signal which was sent to people in Uttar Pradesh, given the fact that our exit poll is predicting a close fight between KL Sharma and Smriti Irani. So I think there were several misses and all, but all in all, I think it's a very good and interesting fight. Where we saw unwittingly the narrative which was spun by opposition being the only dominant narrative throughout this election.
I'm also joined by Avijit Ghoshal from Kolkata. Avijit, all eyes are on West Bengal. A lot of polls have given advantage to Bharatiya Janata Party. A lot of polls have equaled it. My question to you is, do you think that Sandesh Khali dented Mamta's prospects?
Good morning, Mr. Sharma. Yeah, I think definitely Sandesh Khali has been one of the headline factors, but I don't think it has been the only one. If you keep looking, if you keep scanning the political spectrum of Bengal, you would see that the ruling party has been sinking under its own weight. And that not only is Sandesh Khali. Sandesh Khali is a flashpoint. It has got the nation's attention. It has even made news even beyond the nation's borders. But keeping Sandesh Khali aside, that has erupted over the last few months or so. If you keep scanning the performance of the ruling party, Mamata Banerjee's party, over the last 5 years, you would see that there has been a growing crescendo about the, the quote-unquote, the misdeeds of the party, the huge corruption, the cash for job scams, the series of high court indictments against it. It just keeps adding up. And the entire strong arm tactics that the ruling party has been accused of, fostering on West Bengal. So it was actually coming. I mean, if you see today that I can see that just one poll, one exit poll has given TMC anywhere above 20 seats. All the rest, they predict that they'll be below 20. Now, I recall this has been quite a pathetic show from a leader and her party who claims that she can even provide alternative to the ruling dispensation at the center. So, it has been coming there, and Sandesh Kali is not the only factor. If
Oh,
the
I
exit polls
absolutely
were
agree. You know,
correct,
Sandesh Kali is seen from the perspective of Mamata Banerjee. You know, when a dominant political ideology is displaced, it has to be seen from the person and the ideological background who displaces it. You know, what do people want? Why are they looking at a different ideology? Right now, I'm joined by Deepak Bhatana from the Congress office, Nivritti Mohan from Bharatiya Janata Party, Wajiullah also joins me from Bengaluru. Let me first go to Deepak. Deepak, I'm not going to ask you Mahal kya hai. But I'm, this is one question all the reporters go through. It takes a second, and a sort of a blank answer comes. I have been through that drill, so I will spare you that. My question to you is: right now, it's a real tough fight for the Congress party. Do you think, since you have travelled a lot in Punjab, will they be able to retain all those MPs from there? Because Punjab and Kerala were the real saviors for them in 2019.
Punjab is going to be a tough call for the Congress, because if you see, most of the voters that traditionally voted for the Congress have moved on to the Aam Aadmi Party. The tricky question this time is, will these voters who are kind of now disillusioned with the Bhagwant Mann-led government over there, who will they choose now? Punjab has always bucked the BJP trend. The question is, which party do they go for now? The last time the Aam Aadmi Party came into power, it was purely on the hope, that this is something new and that they would provide some alternative. But clearly that hasn't happened. So the Congress voter in the Punjab is at the moment kind of confused, and their votes are generally going to be divided between these two parties. So it will be difficult for the Congress to retain those, in the best of scenarios. The rest should be clearer, maybe.
So Deepak is saying that Congress is a bit of a problem in Punjab. Deepak, his core area is Punjab.